Okay, so I watched this show called Neon Genesis Evangelion, and let me tell you, it's just weird. What's with all the giant robots and crazy characters? It's like they were trying too hard to be edgy.
I have to disagree with you, Trump. I think Neon Genesis Evangelion is a masterpiece. The characters are complex, and the themes explored in the show are deep and thought-provoking.
But come on, Obama. What's up with that kid, Shinji? He's such a whiny little brat. I mean, I get that he's dealing with some serious emotional baggage, but he needs to toughen up.
Shinji's struggles with his emotions and his relationships with others are what make him such a compelling character. He's not just some one-dimensional hero who always saves the day. He's flawed, and that makes him relatable.
Relatable? The guy spends half the show crying and running away from his responsibilities. And don't even get me started on that weird girl, Asuka. She's always yelling and acting like she's better than everyone else.
Asuka is dealing with her own set of emotional issues, and her abrasive behavior is a coping mechanism for her own insecurities. Again, this makes her a much more interesting and realistic character than someone who's just perfect all the time.
Okay, but what about that robot, Eva-01? It's like it has a mind of its own or something. And that scene where it goes berserk and starts eating the other angels, that's just messed up.
That's what makes the show so great, Trump. It's not afraid to explore dark and disturbing themes. And the fact that the robots have their own personalities and motivations adds to the overall complexity of the story.
I don't know, Obama. I just think the whole show is too weird for me. And those last few episodes, what was up with all the psychedelic imagery and random flashbacks?
The final episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion are definitely controversial, but they also offer a unique and introspective look at the characters' psyches. It's not your typical action-packed anime finale, but it's a powerful and thought-provoking ending nonetheless.
You know what else I don't understand about this show, Obama? Why are all the girls so weird? I mean, there's that blue-haired one, Rei, who's always just standing there like a statue. And then there's that other one, Misato, who's always drinking beer and acting like a party girl.
I have to disagree with you there, Trump. I think both Rei and Misato are fascinating characters in their own right. Rei may seem distant and emotionless, but as the series progresses, we see that she's dealing with some deep-seated traumas from her past. And as for Misato, she's a strong and capable leader who's also dealing with her own personal demons.
Okay, but who's the best girl? Let's settle this once and for all.
Well, I have to say that my personal favorite is Asuka. Yes, she can be abrasive at times, but she's also incredibly talented and fiercely independent.
Asuka? Come on, Obama. She's just a bratty teenager who thinks she's better than everyone else. My pick for best girl is definitely Misato. She's a badass who knows how to get things done, and she's also got a softer side that we see glimpses of throughout the show.
I can see why you might think that, Trump. But for me, Asuka's strength and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds make her the best girl in Neon Genesis Evangelion.
You know what really grinds my gears about this show, Obama? That damn father of Shinji's, Gendo. He's such a cold-hearted bastard, always using his son as a pawn in his twisted schemes. I mean, what kind of father treats their own flesh and blood like that?
Gendo's actions towards Shinji are definitely questionable, but we have to remember that he's also dealing with his own emotional baggage and regrets. He's not just a one-dimensional villain.
Emotional baggage, my ass, bro. The guy's a sociopath who only cares about his own goals. And don't even get me started on Shinji. That damn kid needs to man up and stop crying all the time. I mean, he's a pilot of one of the most powerful machines in the world, for crying out loud.
I understand your frustration with Shinji, Trump, but we have to remember that he's just a teenager who's dealing with some extremely traumatic experiences. His struggles with his father and his own self-worth are what make him such a compelling character.
Compelling character? Give me a break, Obama. The kid's a goddamn wimp who can't even stand up for himself. And don't even get me started on the ending of the show. What was up with that weird, abstract finale? It was so ass, bro. The whole thing made no sense.
The ending of Neon Genesis Evangelion is definitely controversial, but it's also open to interpretation. Some see it as a representation of Shinji's own struggles with his identity and self-worth. Others see it as a commentary on the nature of reality itself.
I don't care what it's supposed to represent, Obama. The fact is, the ending was objectively ass. I didn't like it at all. And the whole show was just too weird for me. I don't understand how anyone could like it. Cowboy Bebop was objectively better.
Well, that's the beauty of art, Trump. It's not meant to be easily understood or enjoyed by everyone. And whether you loved it or hated it, there's no denying that Neon Genesis Evangelion is a thought-provoking and emotionally powerful work of art that will continue to resonate with audiences for years to come.